So, the past few months have been really crazy. I have ebbed and flowed through so many emotions, through so many situations, through so many ordeals that I just haven't had time to record because life was crazy. And I want to go back to October when I did a big performance for this fashion show in Savannah. And I got the pictures back from that show, and I realized how much weight I gained. And that was a time I was doing, oh my God, I was doing about three, no, I was doing about, I was playing Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and some Sundays. I was singing so much, and I was mentally and physically exhausted. And I thought nothing of it. I'm just like, I'm making money, bills are paid, life's great. At the time, my health is suffering because I'm putting my body under an immense amount of stress and an immense amount of no sleep, terrible eating habits, and my body just started to implode from the inside. And when I say that, I mean this. So in November, Thanksgiving, I've been on this birth control for years, never had any crazy issues. I kind of went on and off of it because birth control makes me highly emotional, more emotional than I want to be. And I feel that on birth control, my emotions are kind of heightened, and the situations I feel I'm in are heightened, and it's kind of like a false sense of reality, truthfully. And I was consistent on it, and I the birth control wasn't working because all the years I've been taking it, no issues. Thanksgiving came, my cycle started. My cycle did not go off until the middle of December. I was so afraid. I didn't know what was happening. Waiting for insurance, to kick in the new year. All the things, it scared me because I was like, what if it's polyps? What if it's fibroids? What if it's the PCOS my dermatologist says I have, that my doctors deny I have? Do I have a fibroid? Did it burst? All the things are running through my head. My doctor's trying to figure it out. And I was like, let's just switch birth controls. Like, let's just give it a try. Let's do that before we start really diving deep into what is happening with my body. So I changed the birth control to a higher estrogen, lower testosterone, and was doubling up on that. And I went through that whole pack, just skipped the placebo week and went to the next pack. And then by the time I finished that first pack of the new birth control, and then I went down to once a day with the next pack of the new birth control. So we'll see how this works because it did stop. I did start having breakthrough last week when I was on the third week of the pill. So I still think I probably need to go get a some type of, I think they call it like a sonogram or endoscopic something, whatever, and see what's really going on now that I have the insurance. But that finally got under control, and I worked and worked and worked, and I got really sick, head congestion wise, from working so much, because when you put that much stress on your body, you're bound to get sick. So I got sick in October. That weekend I was already sick, and I had to get steroids. By Monday, I went on to keep my voice open. I had to get steroids for the weekend. Then I got into Monday, still felt even more terrible, and ended up going on a week of antibiotics. So following that, I finally felt better. But then once December came, I had a children's musical show to do for the first full week of December. And that was 2 shows a day, being the host, talking loud on a lapel mic, which you have to really project to hear yourself through the monitors. Trying to get 1,000 kids per show to calm down. Also trying to do my gigs that I have that week, and I was sick. I was even sicker than I was before. So that stressed me out even more, and my voice got even more tired. So I made a decision that the last 2 weeks of December, I would take the full last 2 weeks off. I tried. I got fully in, and then somebody begged me to play a Christmas party. I was like, okay, it's during the day, whatever. It's cool. It's extra money for the holidays. So I did the gig, and I had that week off from the jazz club because they booked someone else for Christmas week, and I would be back the week after. So I had time to rest, had folks come by, hung out, didn't get to do much training because it's the end of the year and everybody's with their family. I was here by myself. I was going to travel, but I chose not to travel. I was just in a funk. The holiday depression snuck up. Holiday depression is real. No matter how happy you are in life, you can still exist with two different moods. I could be happy and depressed at the same time. That's just how I am. But got through the holidays, really focused on purging the house, purging my kitchen, purging the foods I have in here, getting rid of the snacks I had or eating them up, just binging on the food. And from there, I got to January. I had already made my goal that what didn't serve me has to go. Also, I had to let go of a lot of things. I had to let go of a lot of hurt. I had to let go of a lot of pain. I had to let go of a lot of disappointments that either happened in scenarios or goals I wanted to achieve that I couldn't achieve at that time. It just wasn't going to happen. And be at peace with that. So everything at the end of the year that I didn't accomplish in 2022, it felt like somebody ripped the Band-Aid off of it. And I was just very sad. And promised myself I would start therapy in 2023. So we get to 2023. I talked to my trainer. I said, look, I need to lose 50 to 75 pounds this year. I want to know what it feels like to be 200 pounds flat or under 200 pounds, no less than 175. If I get down to 175, my head is going to be really big, like in physical terms, because this does not shrink. Only this moves. But she talked to me about it, and we made out a plan. I started changing the way I eat. Once I made that goal, like my psyche immediately starts moving differently when it comes to eating certain foods. I still have fried chicken. I still have fried fish. I still went to Chick-fil-A, but I didn't go to Chick-fil-A every day. I didn't go out drinking every day. I really pulled back on my drinking to once a week for when I played the jazz club. I literally only drink on Thursdays because I'm just buying time to get home after my sweep zone is expired in front of my house. Other than that, I don't drink on weddings. I don't drink during the gig. And that's my only time unless it's a friend's birthday or a special occasion that I'm just going to step out. So cutting back on alcohol, I think really, really helped. And not eating late night food, going to bed at a decent time. My body automatically started doing that. And I just listened to my body. And I got into this year and started really working on the weights. And we intensified the weight workouts. I did my first bar sculpt class this week at the firm, and that made me feel really good. My knees hurt like hell, I ain't even gonna lie, but I have to get conditioned for it. So that leads me to tonight, which is January 19th, 2023. I was like, you know what? We're a month away from Valentine's Day. It's time to pull out all stops. It's time to pull out the clothes that you've been hiding from where you've been afraid to try on. I wanted to wear this dress last summer, and I couldn't fit into it. So let me show you. Now this is a cute little cap cut dress that I got from Amazon. And it's a size, I think this is a 3X. Yes, I bought the 2X, which is very slim fit. And when I bent over with the split in the back, it ripped up my butt. So let's see how far we've gotten in this dress. Now, the last time I wore this dress, it was a lot more snug. But look at this. I have my shapewear on. It doesn't get much stretch, but this is me, and I am on my cycle, and you think my stomach would be more poking out, but it's not. And when I sing, I looked at another video in which made me work out harder. When I sing, my back literally arches. Like I literally point back, plant my feet. So when you're taking that deep breath, like this is just me standing. When you take that breath to sing, you know, it's tight as a drum, like my stomach pokes out. So it makes my stomach look real big, but I don't care. No man has ever turned this down. But I felt so proud of myself. Now I'm like, I want to go harder and I want to work harder to get down. Maybe I can hit 200 by the end of the year. I'm at 245 today. In October, near the end of October, that was Halloween weekend. End of October, I was at 265. Yes, I was at 265. And the weight's melting off. I've really changed the way my eating habits, like I said, changed the way my drinking as much, and just focusing on life, drinking more water, reading more. I decided to do therapy this month. Oh, let's talk about therapy. I joined Talkspace. I got the first month paid. My first therapy session, which was this past Monday, was okay. Like when the psychologist confirmed, excuse me, I got hiccups. When they confirmed the appointment, she talked to me, messaged me a lot, and then we went into she went to go into a dream sequence with me for me to tell her about my dreams I've had and see maybe there's something I have to unlock in my dreams. So I told her about this weird dream I had, and for the sake of time, I'll tell you about it. I had a dream over Christmas that I lived in this beautiful apartment, condo, or whatever it is. Everything was white, like marble white, which had flowing windows, had the windows open. It seemed like I lived in New York. And I got home, and I'm also a person, I know where I put everything. So if something's out of place, I'm like, what's happening? So I go to the bathroom, I see the shower had dew on it, and there was water dripped across the floor. I said, oh, somebody's in my house. So I go to my bedroom where literally everything's white. I would never live in something like this in real life. But the bed was pushed away from the wall. And if you watch those TikTok videos and you see like the Asian people, they have their little gadgets. It was a little washing machine like this big that you put your underwear and socks and stuff in. So the little spinner is just washing. I was like, why? I don't even own this. Where did this come from? So I look behind the bed, and there's like two young little Asian scad kids. They're in their probably like 19, 20, sitting behind the bed eating. And I was like, what are y'all doing here? Now, I'll preface that with, I used to work for a restaurant group that was a big, it was an Asian-owned group, and a lot of the kids were like Filipino, Asian, all those things. So I love those kids to death. They were some of the sweetest kids, and they're really what I missed about my previous job. So they were like, oh, Ms. Laiken. Well, somebody told them that they could come stay in my house until their apartment was ready for them to move in as SCAD. And I was like, no, I don't work for the company anymore. You should have asked me, and I don't have room for y'all. Like, you have to go. I'm sorry. I apologize, but you have to go. So they end up leaving. They left. They were like, I'm sorry, Ms. Laiken. We're sorry to disappoint you, and we will go stay with some other friends. I said, yes, thank you so much. So when they left, I closed the door, and I looked to my left, and there was a man standing in the curtain with a gun. And mind you, I don't dream much, but when I do dream, I have very crazy, weird dreams that are very vivid. So he's standing in the window. He never talks. He had on all black, and he points the gun at me. And then he points the gun to his head. And then he points the gun at me again. And then he points the gun at his head. Now my mind is racing, my heart is beating, because I have to figure out a way to get this man out of my house. I don't remember what happened in between that, but somehow I got to the door. He didn't shoot me, because I was like, well, if he's going to shoot me, at least I try to open the door so people can hear me scream, or he can run or whatever. He complied. He left and walked out to the street, and it was a busy intersection. It was like we were down near downtown New York, NYC. And so, but still, he's across the way. Nobody sees this guy at all. Nobody's paying attention to him. So he's still pointing the gun to me. And then he's pointing the gun to his head. He points the gun to me again, points to his head. And he kept doing that. And I don't know why in my dream I didn't close the door. And then all of a sudden he pointed the gun back at his head again. Then he turned the gun and there was a guy standing there. And he pulled the trigger and shot the man in the head. And I woke up. I can't explain that dream. I don't know what happened. If you're all dream interpreters, let me know what that means. But she made me write the dream I had and representing me. Like, I'm the beautiful apartment with the white curtains. I am I said, oh, the shower being out of place is me, my OCD. The kids being in my house represents my old job that I have to let go and move on from. The gunman represents my fears and my anxiety of me going to the next level. I'm just like, does that make sense? And she really didn't really give me any helpful information about that. But when I had the Zoom with her, she literally just sat there and scratched her head and drank and try to minimalize the plan I wanted to make. She's like, well, you should just start off small. I was like, small is what I'm doing now. Small is what it's taken me 10 years to create this little piece of heaven I've made. That's why I'm ready to go to the next level. But she just kept that. And then by the time, we were almost up for our 30 minutes, she was like, well, all right, well, I'll talk to you next week. Message me if you have questions. And I really didn't feel positive about that. I was like, I've never taken therapy and I've always been afraid of therapy to face, what's here and get it tuned up. But I was like, I'm just going to change therapists. So I have another therapist meeting Monday with a new person, a guy, and we'll see how that goes. And I've paid for 2 more sessions after that. So either I'm just going to try a different therapist and not renew my talk space and just go local and find someone here that can help me. Or maybe it could be me. I'm just dealing with a creator's block. I've achieved 95% of everything I want to do quickly, but I want to go to a next level. That's a major challenge for me. And it's just the fear of it, taking that first step. I have an amazing agent. Ashley has helped me through a lot. She talks with me through a lot. We have accountability calls every week, trying to get things planned because I have 2 projects I'm working on. So that stress alone could have contributed to me losing more weight. But, I'll take it any way I can. But my advice, for you, I've had a lot of women tell me, well, I'm happy you do it for you. I say, yes, I do it for me because if I did this to have someone in my life or to be accepted by people, I would never know my self-worth. And I've always been big on that. I've dated someone who dated me at a very large size, and I was having issues I was still in the process of running the band and having the fear of if I'm doing the right thing. Did I make this choice? Have I put too much money in it? Am I going to fail? All these random things when it comes to having a small business. And I gained weight. And he was like, well, you need to lose weight. I was like, well, it's not your job to tell me to lose weight. I'll lose it when I'm ready. I'm just going through some things. He never, went to talk to me. He's like, well, I nurse and I feel it's not healthy for you. I was like, no, you're more concerned with the way I look and how you look being with me. But another story for another day. I did end up losing weight, but he got angry with me when I started losing weight. He's like, why you want to lose it now? I said, because I wanted to, because it's my time and I decided. But I've always lost it on my time. So my friends were like, I wish I could lose weight like you. It's not easy at all. You have to be comfortable with yourself. And you also have to love yourself at every level you are in your weight journey. At a 22, I had to love myself. I didn't love myself as much as I love myself now at 16, but I still had to love myself to push forward. And to be bigger, I have to wear clothes that fit my shape. Like my stomach always gets really big. And I have to wear something that disguises it, or wear tighter, shapewear, or, contour the face to look decent. I'm always going to have these puffy cheeks. They're just there. They've always been here. And at any weight, I've always dressed nice. I love plus size clothes, and I really take my time to look for it. That's why I love doing the hauls, because a lot of women feel that some of these clothes don't fit them. So I did a sale of my clothes once, and I invited friends over. I put on candles, I had the natural light out, I had the mirror for them to come try on clothes, because most of the times when you go to dressing rooms, especially as a plus size woman, those mirrors and the lighting and the dirtiness of those dressing rooms make you look terrible. And if you weren't in a good mood when you went shopping, you're gonna be in an even worse mood when you go in to try those clothes on. So most of the time, if I feel like I like it and it's kind of cute, I go ahead and buy it and just put it in the closet. And when I'm ready and the time is right, like, oh, yeah, today's the day I try it on. Case in point with this dress from Amazon. Then those friends who came over, my friend Joanne bought a lot of clothes for me that she would never wear because of the vibe I set for her to be comfortable to try those clothes on. So I love when my friends find those plus size clothing. I'm not suggesting or forcing you to lose weight or to be where you are the rest of your life. I just want you to be comfortable where you are while you're there. That is my whole point with the clothes I have in my closet that you've seen many times. So once we get comfortable where we are, you're like, okay, I love me. Am I ready to take the step down to the next level in regards to losing the weight, going down to the next clothing size? And then you're like, oh, I've worked hard on my body. I've carved it out. Now, oh, I like the shape I have. Oh, I can wear that dress. I can wear this dress. That's being a short person. I'm 5'5". I don't like dresses past my knees. It makes me look shorter and wider, in my opinion. Some women pull off longer dresses. It's not for me. I have nice chunky legs that I like to show off. So that's my comfort level. So that I can't say the same for someone who is the weight I am, but they may be shaped differently. And our problem with American plus size is that everybody in the plus size think we like character t-shirts. We like Disney. We like to wear, oh, excuse me, my nose stopped up. We like to wear peplums. We like to wear apple-shaped clothing. All of us aren't fit that way. I'm a freaking 42 triple D bra with a 40, I probably like a 46 now, 46 inch hips with, not hips, yeah, hips with a 40-inch waist, you know? So I got an hourglass. Be it's probably a 3 liter, but it's still an hourglass shape, but my torso is short, my waist is smaller compared to most plus size women. And I don't have actual hips, I just have a lot of butt. So it's harder for me to find clothes when I get in that middle size of my weight journey. So one of my best friends, he's like, you either need to gain the weight or lose it. And I was like, well, it's probably best to lose it, then you feel better. But then body dysmorphia kicks in. Body dysmorphia is real. There's been many times that I felt like I looked like an elephant and I really didn't. Or, you see your face change. What used to be carved out is now filling in. If you see here, when I lose weight, my first indicator of losing weight, my dimples appear again. When I gain weight, they disappear. The jowls come out more. So I'm very in tune with my body and how I want to present it. And I walk into a room, I turn heads, come to good times. I've seen it happen many times. The band even teases me about it when I wear my tight dresses. And, I love to be sexy. I gotta be a sexy plus size girl. It boosts your confidence. I always wear red lipstick, I'm not the best at professional makeup. I do what I can and get out the door. A lot of men don't even want me to wear makeup. I'm not going to wear makeup, just an FYI. But I have learned myself and sat with myself a long time. I've worked on the things that weighed me down, that gave me fear, and the things that I can't work past. I'm seeking, mental health professionals to help me. And if I feel they're not going to help me, then I just have to suck it up and figure it out myself the best way I know how. Find a system that works for me until it starts to make sense. So I just want to encourage you all, whether you're skinny and you need to lose weight, whether you're big girl and need to lose weight, or you're skinny and you gain weight, you feel like whatever process you're in, sit with yourself. Like, listen to your body. Look in the mirror. I have a full length mirror now that has a ring light on it. I love it. I walk naked in that mirror all the time. And I put on my shapewear and I look in the mirror. And I put on my clothes and I look in the mirror. I just look at my body just to see where I want to be or how I want to carve it next. So don't be afraid. Get in the mirror. The mirror is your best friend. Now, I'm not saying you have to be in the mirror all the time with people around. I just like to be in here by myself, looking at myself in the mirror. Find a brand that suits you. Now, I'll give you a few pointers. For me, my favorite brands are, for fast fashion, I love Shein, Curve. Shein also has a sexy line. Look at the review. Oh, and Fashion Nova, Curve as well. Look at the reviews of a dress that you may feel will complement your body, your shape. Look at the pictures of the girls who may be near your size or the size you normally buy. I usually get a 2X dress. I never go wrong with that. If it's more bodycon, I'll probably go up to a 3X. If I feel I want to lose more weight, I'll just buy the 2X, put it in the back of the closet. One day I'll get to it. And I've almost gone through all my clothes now. Still have some clothes I need to get taken in that I lost too much weight in, and I can't wear them now because they're too big. But look at the body of the people who've bought it. Don't look at the models, because most of them are just big girls with flat stomachs. They've had an immense amount of surgery. They've had BBLs put in. They have breast implants. Their bodies aren't natural looking. You can tell from the Photoshop as well. So look at the girls who've actually bought the outfits. Look how their body fits. Also, think about the way you stand. Your posture means everything in what you wear. I stand straight up because when one of my friends said I look like I'm walking up a mountain, because I had a breast reduction when I was 17. So these girls used to be like way down here before I had them reduced. And now that I'm getting older, now that I've been working out more, my breasts are starting to shrink now. I feel a way about it, because if they shrink anymore, when I turn 40 and I haven't had children yet, I'm getting breast implants. But that's another story for another day as well. Yeah, just look at the way your body moves. That's why the mirror is so important. Get a full-length mirror. The bathroom mirror is not going to help. The mirror on your dresser is not going to help. You need to stand right there in front of it. Look at the shoes you would buy with it. Is this outfit interchangeable? Can I make it sexy? Can I make it casual? Can I be in the middle? Get outfits that are quick that you can just put on and go about your day. Now, I love a good t-shirt, with a funny saying. I love those t-shirts from Shein. I love jeggings, because actual jeans, with me having huge calves, the hotter it gets, the more the jeans shrink. So jeggings for me, with the pant leg. I don't do flared. I hate wide leg pants. I am knock-kneed and bow-legged and pigeon-toed. You may not see it, but when I walk with heels, my feet turn in. So, know your pant size. Know your pant leg size. Know how it will look appealing on you. And when it comes to dresses, know what cut fits you. I have small shoulders. I don't have broad shoulders, but I have a large chest. So I love a good plunge. This cap cut is really cute because I love vintage. I need a bra that's more like this. But yeah, for the heavier chested girls, Lane Bryant, best bras ever. I don't buy nothing but Lane Bryant. And Lane Bryant's bras have really stepped their game up. The clothes aren't the best. Their lingerie is very sexy. I love Lane Bryant's lingerie. They can keep the clothes. Give me the bras. Give me the shapewear. Give me the lingerie. I'm there all day. But Eloquii is a nice middle of the road to high-end quality clothes. I have a rainbow jumper. Heavy as hell, but the sequins don't fall off. They're solid. They're there. It can be washed and nothing falls apart. Eloquii is based out of Toronto, I believe. So It's Canadian based. I think they're formerly part of New York and Company, if I'm not mistaken, before they went independent. And Walmart has bought a piece of Eloquii, and they have some, I call it fast fashion because of the price, but they have some smaller, lower price items available with Eloquii. And they also have like Rent the Runway. They have Eloquii Unlimited that you pay a monthly service to. And I think you get about 3 or 4 outfits a month. They charge you $75 or something. So those are options. You don't have to fill up your closet. You can do a rental service if you're not going out as much, or you have special events here and there that you don't need to fluff your closet. Another good thing is the fast fashion. You can fill your closet up easily and just buy more higher end or mid-price pieces and intermix them. I do that all the time. And I love a good, quick dress to put on to run to the store, or my jeggings with a t-shirt, jean jacket. I get a shorter, like, I need more of a, not full crop, but a lower cropped jean jacket, because my torso is very short, and if I wear a longer one, I kind of look a little oblong. So look at your body, look at the way you move, try more clothes on, check out Shein, check out Fashion Nova, check out Eloquii. Fashion to Figure is another mid to high mark. Reb Dolls, they're kind of middle to high as well. Amazing plus size fashion. Listen, when they have a sale, they have a sale. So around the holidays, look at their sales. End of the year, they're clearancing that shit out as fast as they can, because, most of the time you have to, what inventory is left over, you have to pay taxes on the next year. So they're marking it down. Get it out of here. That's the most time I buy a lot of clothes. If you're on a budget or you're just cheap like me, the pay in four. I'll buy a lot of clothes and just pay it off in 4 payments, because I'm like, it sounds more savvy when I break down 4 payments versus spending $300 in one pot for clothes. I haven't bought any clothes lately because I have so many clothes right now, but I want to lose more weight before I start buying clothes again. But I have enough clothes in my size range that I'll be fine. So those are just some helpful ways. You got this. When you're ready, you will do it. I can't say you're ready. Nobody else can say you're ready. Now, if your doctor says it is very important you lose weight because there's some health factors that could worsen if you continue at the size you are, or get worse, yes, definitely that. Diabetes is very, something to take into consideration. Our pancreas, we have to take care of our pancreas. Drink your water. Your water makes you glow. When I start drinking more water, my skin glows. In the summertime, I sweat like a damn, I don't know, bullet. I sweat bullets, but my skin looks great, and people don't believe I'm 36. So I hope this helps you, and I hope that you get on your journey, and please update me with your journey. I'll keep you updated with mine. We got this. We're going to make it through, and I wish you the absolute best from your favorite plus size friend. So I'm about to go to bed. I have to hit the gym in the morning, but I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Good night.